Hello, welcome to another edition of Capper Comparison Picks. I'm Ranch. Today I'm going to be giving you the Capper Comparison Picks for UFC Vegas 41, the main card fights. Not all of them, but 3 of the main card fights. Be sure to check out the videos I did covering all the prelims except for Mason Jones and the David Onami, or I forget his last name, but I didn't cover that one because that was, is that camera angle off? It's bugging the crap out of me, but these are less than perfect recording conditions. It's good enough. It's good enough.
It's off.
What?
It needs to go this way.
Don't touch it. It's good enough. You can see all the boards, right? Yeah. Okay, good. Be sure to check out the videos I did for most of the prelim fights, minus the Mason Jones fight. Mason Jones is a heavy favorite, but the other guy there, what's his name? David Onami? Omanu?
Clarence says when you stand up straight, you get your head cut off.
I know, that's why I've been crouching over every time. Just bear with me, I'm sorry. I just gotta find out that guy's name. It's Mason Jones. Yeah, David Onama. Onama, the Ugandan fighter. However, I mean, Mason Jones is a huge favorite. He's like minus 400. Onama, though, undefeated and training out of Gloria MMA. Here's the deal. I'm not going to cover that fight in a Capper Comparison Picks, but I will discuss it on Friday during the live stream. And I got some somewhat unfortunate news, I guess you could say, for subscribers. Tonight I'm covering these, but tomorrow I have an emergency job. I'm in the environmental service field, and this big emergency job, I have to go to work out of state tomorrow, and I gotta stay out of state until next Thursday, I think. So if I do Capper comparison videos, it's going to be with the stupid little travel board, meaning I can have 2 fights per show because you can flip the board one time. For those who have been attendees of my live stream, I have broke it out before, and I've done travel videos out of hotel rooms before, but here's the basic board. It does have both sides, just like what you see in front of you, but I only got one of these, so I can't cover 3 fights. I'm gonna have to break it down to 2 fights per video, because I'm not gonna erase it real quick and then redraw it, and I suppose I could if I press pause. I don't know, I'm gonna figure something out, but needless to say, it's gonna be a big pain in my ass to do this after tonight, because I'm gonna be living out of a hotel for a week or more. So anyway, I still will do the live stream with BC Dave, because I'm gonna bring my laptop and I'll do that, but I guess Wi-Fi in hotels is kind of but anyway, I'm gonna try it, and I'll still continue to do the live stream through StreamYard on my laptop for every Friday after the weigh-ins. It might be later than usual. Usually I do the live stream around 7:30ish. This emergency job calls for 12-hour shifts, so it's going to be work from 7 in the morning till 7 at night. Then it's an hour drive, well, maybe half-hour drive to an hour drive to get to the hotel from the job site. So if I do a live stream with Dave, it'll be 9 o'clock Eastern time, which is pretty late, and it's not going to be a long, like a 3-hour one where I do. But last week was fun, wasn't it, guys? And I did make a lot of drunken clarity bets, which banked me a lot of money over the last weekend. But regardless, I'm going to try to figure something out just to keep the subscribers happy. And I'm going to still try to do the live stream Friday. It's just going to be out of a hotel room. That's going to be the difference, okay? And it's not going to be extended because I have to go back to work early Saturday morning. Once again, 7 to 7, 12-hour shift. So that's another thing I'm a little bit upset about. I'm going to be missing a lot of the, because the card starts at 1. I am a supervisor though, so I suppose I can kind of sort of watch it on my phone. But I really shouldn't. It's an emergency job. Should get to do some work. Anyway, without further ado, sorry to be off topic. I'm just filling you all in with a little info, so like you're not shocked if I don't have videos popping up every day with this setup. Okay, so let's get into this. I do believe the introduction to the main card is this fight here between the body snatcher Dwight Grant and Masaranduba. Francisco Trinaldo. I guess Masaranduba, it's some sort of very hardwood tree, like down in Brazil. It's very like a super strong wood. But anyway, Francisco Trinaldo, everybody knows he's 43, so he's older. But I mean, Grant Dawson, he's not a young spring chicken. He's 37 himself, so he's kind of, got a little 5-year age difference. Okay, Grant Dawson here is the even number, so he's an even number underdog. Trinaldo's slight favorite at -120. The odds came from last night on Bet Online. They may have changed a little bit today. I have yet to check them because I had to, stay at work late to organize tomorrow's big emergency cleanup job. Okay, so we're going to start with Francisco Trinaldo, the favorite. He fights out of the Constrictor team down in Brazil. He's coming off a loss to Muslim Salikov, the king of Kung Fu. I'm a big fan of Muslim Salikov. He's had like I want to say 160 something, some crazy amount of kickboxing fights in his on his resume. But anyway, so it's not, it can't take a lot. It's not bad losing to Muslim Salikov, and he went to decision with him too. It was a unanimous decision for Salikov there. Francisco Trinaldo is 3-2 in his last 5. And he has a deficit, 4-inch height deficit, and a 6.5-inch reach deficit to Dwight, the body snatcher Grant. Now, Dwight Grant, coming in with a record of 11-3. Look at Trinaldo, 26-8. Much more experience for this guy. Dwight Grant coming in 11-3. His last fight was a split decision win against Stefan Sekulic. I don't know what you want to take from that. He used to train out of AKA, but he left AKA. I know, eBay's. Shame, shame, shame. Leaving your favorite gym. But he's now at Alliance MMA. That's a good training facility as well. Dwight Grant is 3-2 also in his last 5, just like Trinaldo. Like I said, 37 years old, so age may play a factor. Some people, they have that rule, over 40, you got to fade it. But I don't know here. Let's see what the cappers have to say. Starting with the favorite in the Masaranduba, Francisco Trinaldo, the old timer. And he's showing his age too in his face. But the guy is still rock solid, and he's very durable. Don't let the age fool you. He's not an old man. He can still get the job done. Especially lasting all, 2 decisions. His Francisco Trinaldo, he has been finished. But anyway, let's see what these cappers have to say. Sorry to keep on rambling. What's going on? Bleed is taking Trinaldo here. Tiger Bomb, both Johnny and Jose taking Francisco Trinaldo. All these links will be in the description. Maybe if I have time. I have to get up super wicked early, so I should go to bed right now. Newer guy. I've used him. He debuted last weekend. Johnny K. Johnny K picks. Johnny K is saying Trinaldo should get the decision here. Look at all this on the old timer. Okay. Pub Sports Radio. Clint. Diehard MMA podcast represent. I'm a fan. Not affiliated though, but I am a fan. Clint and his guest on the show was a guy named, where is it? Andrew Gombaz. Andrew Gombaz is passing on this, but Clint is going to side with, he's not making a bet, but his pick is going to be Trinaldo, so I'll just write Pub Sports Radio Clint. Okay, and finally, the contrarian picker is Brady, DFS by the numbers, is taking Dwight Grant. I think he's going to get him, he's taking him he's got the height and reach advantage and, slight age thing. He thinks Dwight Grant, is going to win by knockout in the first round. Trinaldo's days are numbered in the UFC. He feels, I don't know, you know what? Link will be in the description. Check it out for yourself. But yeah, DFS is making the contrarian pick, taking Dwight Grant. I think he also likes his move from AKA to Alliance. We'll see what Dwight Grant has in store. But I'm going to go with the Kappa majority here. I'm going to take Trinaldo to get the victory. And, I'm going to say probably by decision. I think he should be able to outpoint Dwight Grant. Dwight Grant does, and not outpoint him in strikes. I think he's going to get more control time against the cage, potentially on the ground. Trinaldo's well-rounded all over the place. Grant's good striking. I don't know how good his grappling is, but nevertheless, I'm taking Trinaldo. I just think he's a better fighter, much more experienced than Grant. So look, he's got a total of 14 pro fights. Trinaldo's over double that, almost double that with the wins alone. So, moving on. Next, we've got the featherweight showdown between Bruce Leroy, Alex Caceres, taking on Seung Choi. Okay, this is going to be a pretty interesting fight. Seung Choi is a pretty heavy favorite, minus 280 for Seung Choi. Comes in with a record of 10-3. Alex Caceres 18-12. That's right, double-digit losses for my boy Bruce Leroy. Plus 240 underdog. Plus 240 means your $10 bet. If you take him, you're gonna win $24 and your $10 back. That's how that works. Choi, you're gonna have to put down $28 to make 10. Okay, so let's see what we got here. Starting with Seung Choi. Seung Choi does have a slight height and reach advantage. A 2-inch height advantage, 1-inch reach advantage. He trains out of MOB Training Center in Seoul, South Korea, and he's also the coach there, and he's also the South Korean, Muay Thai champ? South Korean Muay Thai champion. So, Seung Choi, Sting, yeah, he's got it going on in all sorts of ways. He's a very good fighter. He's coming off a win where he knocked out Julian Erosa ground and pound round 1. He's 3-2 in his last 5, which he started off slow, but then he adapted, and now he's just knocking people out. The guy is 28 years old, still rather young, just entering his prime. And he's taking on Bruce Leroy. Bruce Leroy's 33 for Alex Caceres. Okay. He's coming off a win against Kevin Kroom, unanimous decision. Bruce Leroy's 4-1 in his last 5. Not bad at all. But those 4, if you look at those 4 victories, I think all 4 of them are no longer in the UFC. So take that for what it is too. You gotta look at that too. You gotta consider, did he fight prime good opponents, or did he fight people that are no longer in the UFC? The latter. That's what he did. He fought the latter. Alex Caceres, though, fights out of MMA Lab. That's in Glendale, Arizona. MMA Lab is the home to people such as Kyler Phillips, who's getting ready to fight Marcelo Rojo come next February. Jared Cannonier trains at MMA Lab. He's getting ready to fight Derek Brunson in January. Sean O'Malley fighting Julian Paiva in December. And Brian Barberina, also out of MMA Lab, is going to fight Matt Brown December 4th. So a lot of activity out of MMA Lab, and that's where Alex Caceres trains out of. So I don't know if that makes any difference to you guys in a betting stance, but I put a lot of faith into their training facilities. Well, not a lot, but you know, that's another variable I keep in mind when making these bets. Okay. However, you got to keep in mind Seung Choi. He's a coach at his training facility, like top dog. He's on the staff. You know, I think that's another variable you got to keep in. You can't, not just every fighter that signs up can just become coach of their facility. And the Korean facility is very professional, like the whole staff is wearing matching shirts, and you know, that's how they're very organized like that. Okay, so let's see what the cappers have to say here, starting with the favorite in Choi, like we usually do. We've got Pub Sports Radio. Actually, Pub Sports Radio is split. Clint is taking Choi. However, Andrew Gombaz. This guy is a big time bettor, kind of like SE UFC predictions. He bets thousands. He's been banned from MGM bet. That's like another. I think it's an online betting casino or something. But anyway, they limit you, and then if you start winning all your limit bets, they ban you. They like, sorry man, you can't bet here no more because you're. That's so he says. Andrew Gombaz. The link to Pub Sports Radio will be in the description. But anyway, Andrew Gombaz is taking the double-digit loss, plus 240 underdog in Alex Caceres. Then we've got DFS. Brady, he's taking Choi by decision. We've got Johnny K is also taking Choi by decision. Tiger Bomb, both Jose and Johnny are both taking Choi. And finally, what's going on? Bleed is taking Choi. Bleed has been killing it too. I'm on his Patreon, and I do take a peek at all his bets that he places. And Bleed MMA has been killing it the past couple weeks. You know, as so have I. But last week, I didn't do so hot last week. But there was those couple robberies, and yes, I am still salty about that Amiv loss. But somebody in the comments mentioned, "Stay salty, my friend." I still am. Don't worry. But anyway, yeah, I'm gonna have to take the Korean in this fight. Also, I suppose I have a little bias, being that I am Korean too. But half. My dad's blonde hair, blue-eyed Ukrainian descent. But my mama's Korean. She was before she passed. I'm gonna take Choi. I think decision seems to be a popular pick, and I see that happening. Decision. Choi's not really much of a finisher, but he strikes great. I don't know though. He did finished Julian Erosa, ground and pound round 1. Julian Erosa has been looking good as of late. So you know what? F that decision. I'm going within distance for Choi. That should, matter of fact, I'll call it by round. I'm going to say TKO round 2. That'll plus that prop out. That'll make that minus 280 like a plus, probably a, I don't know, plus 600. Something ridiculous. If you pick the method and the round, it boosts it right up. It'll be like a plus 500, I think. I didn't check it, but like I said, I'm making these picks on the fly. Okay. Finally, we've got Negumereanu, Nicu, the Romanian wrestler, taking on Ike Villanueva, Ike. If you're from Eastern Europe, that's what Vlad calls him, Ike. Okay, Ike the Hurricane Villanueva. Okay, Nicu Negumereanu. He's coming off a win against Alexa Kamur, split decision win. I did take Nicu that fight, but I'm kind of like not all that impressed with Alexa Kamur. I guess he does have his good points too. He was a Golden Gloves boxer, and he's not bad at striking. But I picked Negumereanu as a underdog there. This minus 212 favorite. How? I mean, before Alexa Kamur, he has a loss to Saperbeg Safarov. Who? Yeah, and before that, he went through a whole bunch of cans in Romania in the RXF promotion, Romanian promotion. He fights out of CSS Dynamo Brazov, that is in Romania. So I don't know. Take a lot of caution on his 10-1 record. That one loss, like I said, came to Saperbeg Safarov, who I don't know if he's beat many people in the UFC. I think he's just beat Nicu. I don't know. I didn't really look at his Tapology or anything. But I'm just saying that is unwarranted, that minus 212. But possibly it's because Ike Villanueva is in the double-digit loss range. He's 2-3 in his last 5, coming off a loss to Marcin Prachnio by body kicks in round 2. Ike fights out of the 4-ounce Fight Club, and Ike is 10 years older. 37 for Ike, 27 for Nicu Negumereanu. So, what's going to be... The thing is, Nicu does have some good wrestling. He's been wrestling since he was a kid in Romania. So he's kind of like equivalent to, you know, he's got that Eastern Europe... I don't know if it's equivalent, but he's got that Eastern European wrestling background. So take that for what you will. I think it's a good thing to have that, though, you know, especially if he's been doing it since he was a kid. I don't know if he's got any Olympic medals or accolades. I didn't read anything like that. But Villanueva, Ike Hurricane, he fights out of the 4-ounce Fight Club down in Texas, and his striking is pretty on point. He's a pretty decent striker. Ike has a 1-inch height advantage, but Nicu has a 5-inch reach advantage. And in that fight against Alexa Kamur, who's also, like I said, decent striker, I mean, Nicu, I did see him get gassed a little bit toward the end because it went to decision. He won by split decision. It could have went either way, really. It was a fair split decision. Thankfully they went with Nicu, and I cheered because I did have Nicu in a small parlay. But man, minus 212, I can't, like, I suppose I can prop it to a plus number, but I just can't take Nicu. Like, to me, he's really unproven. He beat Alexa Kamur, who Alexa Kamur is like, yeah, you know what I mean? So, let's see what the cappers have to say about this one. Okay, taking Niku. We've got, let's see. Johnny K. Johnny K thinks he should get it done by KO. I don't know, man. Against Villanueva. Villanueva's a better striker, Johnny K. Maybe if you said, I don't know. I think his path to victory is use that Romanian wrestling. That's where he's going to have the advantage. If it goes to the ground, he's got to smother Villanueva, get that, the control time on the ground, maybe try to work submissions and stuff, but I don't know if that's going to happen. But anyway, a KO, I suppose that anything's possible, right? Also taking Niku, we've got Brady from DFS by numbers. And Brady, I'm very high on Brady. He's also saying KO for him, round 2. But I think more than picking Niku, he's more likely fading Villanueva. Because Villanueva, 18-12, he's no stranger to losing. And double-digit losses are no stranger. Look at, just like Caceres. Weird. But anyway, did I even write that right? Or maybe I got to... No, I'm pretty sure I did. EK just plus 182 though. Okay. Then we've got Tiger Bomb, and even Johnny from Tiger Bomb is saying Niku within distance. Is it because he's 10-1, guys? I don't know. Jose taking Niku also didn't say the method though. So we're gonna say Tiger Bomb within distance because Johnny did call it like that. Then what's going on? Bleed is also taking Negumereanu. However, Die Hard MMA podcast, be sure to check that out. Pub, sports, radio. I know Clint is known for taking the underdogs. He loves the dogs. But his guest also backed him up on this. Andrew Gombaz and Clint are both taking Villanueva at plus 182. That Andrew Gombaz, like I said, he's a big time. Like he makes big, like $1,000 bets up into thousands. And he claimed and I agree with him. Villanueva has much better striking. It's levels above Negumereanu. However, you got to think Alexa Kamur also was a Golden Gloves boxer, had good striking, and Nick got the split decision victory over him. But I agree. Ike does have better striking than Nick, and Niku though has better wrestling. So it's gonna be a little weird, but I got the shirt on. I watched the show, and I'm gonna go with Clint and Andrew Gombaz. Gombaz? I don't know. I'm gonna take Villanueva here. And I think Negumereanu. He hasn't been finished. He got that loss to Safarov by decision. I think Villanueva by decision. You know, he's had a better strength of schedule. He's got better. Like I said, this guy has been on the Romanian promotional scene, going against like pretty much cans. You know, even that loss to Safarov. Safarov's kind of can, I think. I don't know. Anyway, to recap. Thank you, Nor. To recap, I've got Francisco Trinaldo beating Dwight Grant by decision. Then I've got Seung Choi, the MOB training facility coach and South Korean Muay Thai champion. I got him beating Alex Bruce Leroy Caceres. I think it's going to get it done within distance. My pick is going to be TKO round 2 after he gets Caceres a little bit wobbly. And finally, I've got for the upset, the plus money upset, I got Ike, Hurricane, Villanueva, outstriking, outpointing, and outstriking Negumereanu, the Romanian wrestler, and getting the decision victory in that. I know he's 10 years older too, but like I said, that last fight, I was not impressed against Alex Camer. Negumereanu had me sweating too much, and he may have won that. It was split decision, so it could have went either way, you know. So there you have it. Gather the info, place the bets, and cash those tickets. Be sure to leave me a like, fill the comments up, and just a reminder, tomorrow I'll be staying in a hotel, so I'll have the stupid travel board. So I'm gonna have to break the show into, or press pause and do an erase and rewrite. I don't know how I'm gonna do it. I've done it before in a hotel room. It's a real pain in the butt. But tomorrow after work, after a 12-hour shift, I will go and I will try to get together a show for the rest of the main card, including the main and co-main events. So stay tuned for that. I hope to see you guys then. Good luck on your bets. Thanks for watching, and take care till next time.